What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like the content, and also if you like the content, make sure you hit the like button. Today is the second episode of the Foot Champions, actually the last episode of the Foot Champions for this weekend league, because I don't like playing more than or above gold 1 or gold 3, sorry. I can easily get to gold 1, but it's not worth it. I feel gold 3 has good rewards and I do not have to spend my whole weekend playing this game, and I can also use the remaining games for division rivals. So what you're going to see now is, I think you're going to see 8 or 9 games. In the previous episode we played around 7 games and we were undefeated, so of course we had to take a loss. But what you'll be seeing now is the gameplay. I will be doing the commentary over that as well, so that I can explain you guys my thought process throughout the gameplay and everything. And we played some beautiful football, we had some luck as well, but yeah, let us see how the games went, and hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. So the first opponent that we had, Mr. JPNPL2, he had a decent team, nothing crazy, all very cheap players, and maybe he just started playing the game because we had an advantage of getting the game 10 days before the release. We kick off, and I think we score straight from kickoff. We get the ball with Ben Yedder, gives it to Rashford. Wan Bissaka does a ball roll. We give it back to Mukiele, Sissoko, Wan Bissaka. The gameplay, to be really honest, was good. It was not good in terms of FIFA standards. Okay, it was not how it should be actually, but we score right off the kickoff. When we are able to make first time passes, the game, look, that pass was so bad, and it's because of the gameplay. It's not because of Sissoko. That's an easy pass. Give the ball to Rashford. Sissoko passes it to Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder does a ball roll, and I don't know what that was. That was meant for Son. We start again. We give it to Pogba. Son, Rashford gives it to Son. That was really good. Okay, you guys have to accept that was really good, and we score with Son, who has been beautiful. His positioning is really good, and I think that's how it continued for the rest of the game. This guy was pretty decent for considering the team he had, and that's a great pass from Son to Dybala, and Dybala again pulls it back and finishes it near post. Dybala is insane in this game. Even though he is not like 90 rated, he is still very good. Then at the end we get the ball with Klosterman, who is again really good for being 4,000 coins. We get the ball with Sissoko. Sissoko just plays around, gives it to Pogba, does a scoop turn, gives it to Rashford, gives it to Son, gives it to Dybala. That's a beautiful goal. When you can make first time passes, like, I actually like FIFA 21 when the gameplay is half decent. Just imagine how good it would be if the gameplay is really good. And this opponent was the the best opponent that I faced, and as you can see, 60 minutes nothing was happening, and I decided to, I think, make a substitution. Yeah, we got Mbappe for Ben Yedder just to get some pace, but unfortunately as soon as we restarted the game, I think he goes and scores a goal. Again, this opponent was really good. He deserved to win. He created way more chances, but defensively he was very tight. He was. I think he was playing lower depth. Maybe I'm wrong, but it felt like that. But he makes a save there, but I make a stupid pass, and I had to lose a game. Because you can't have the same concentration levels, and I was getting into tackles, but he actually does very well with Promise, who I really love in this game. Then he gives the ball to Promise to Ben Yedder. He was good. Again, you can see my defending player switching it's not right. This is how I was defending in the first weekend league. So he gets a penalty. That was rash from me. I was frustrated, and also minute 69, right? So he goes and he doesn't score. Okay, I forgot about this. I actually saved a penalty. But then we have the ball with Neuer. Neuer gives it to Alaba. Gives back to Neuer. Neuer puts a very good ball to Wan Bissaka. Gives it to Rashford. Rashford gives it to no one. Unfortunately, that's the passing in this game. But we are defending pretty well here. We are aggressive. Alaba gives the ball to Son. Son does a step over. Gives it back to Son. Son puts Mbappe through on goal, and I think we score here, which is I think a pretty decent goal. That is why you need Mbappe or Rashford. But yeah, but then straight from kickoff, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to do something, but it didn't work out. He goes on goal with Ben Yedder, gets a block, but then with Mbappe he scores. Like, in these kind of games, sometimes you need luck. I got luck in other games. My opponent was a little bit lucky there, straight from kickoff. And if people tell you that kickoff goals are not a thing, you're wrong. Then I just got aggressive. I kind of lost my mind. I was trying to jockey with Pogba there, but no, he played pretty good and he did that boost which I need to start implementing, the LBRB, L1R1, and the stick right stick flick, which is very good. So the game ended 3-1. We take our first loss in the ninth game, which for my see he completely dominated in terms of chances, but with possession I had more possession. But like I said, he was playing a low depth. I should not be blaming him. I should be blaming the game, because that is the best way to defend or not concede many goals. Then our opponent is called the normal one, but let me tell you, he was not normal. He played really, really well. He had Roberto Carlos. His team was not that great. We get the ball with Sissoko, gives it to Pogba, Rashford. As you can see, when I have runners, right? I have runners in this formation, and Ben Yedder does a cross. Van Bissaka there. I don't know what happened there. Van Bissaka should have scored, but we get lucky there and we score for 1-0. Then our opponent has the ball with Carlos, gives it to Carlos. Is insane, man, in this game, and that's actually a pretty decent goal. I couldn't do anything there. He split open my defense, and again he has the ball with Griezmann there. Is dribbling with Griezmann, but I get the ball with Pogba. Rashford sends beautiful pass to Ben Yedder, and Ben Yedder somehow chips the ball into the back of the net. And I think this was my hardest game. This was my hardest game, because I could not hold a lot of possession. Also, I guess it was very equal, this game, and that opponent was insane because he did not have the best of teams. But as you can see, I could not hold the ball in this game at all. He had 61% possession, and sometimes you need to just defend. That's all I did, and I'm very proud of myself that I could defend like that for so long. And all these games were played one after the other. So we have 9 wins or 10 wins, I'm not sure. But the next opponent, I'm always scared of teams like this, where you have players off chemistry, which means they trust their ability to even play players on 7 chemistry or 8 chemistry, and he scores straight, and I also equalize, and then he kicks off and he is just passing around, and he passes it to Iñaki Williams, gives it to Ansu Fati. By the way, this is kickoff. Okay, this is one more kickoff. As soon as I scored, gives it to Fati. I can't do anything. He just scores. The player switching right after kickoff is bad. Okay, then he gives the ball. He gets the ball with Iñaki Williams. Fati gives it to Williams, and you can tell from my performance in this game that I was kind of losing my head. Not losing my head, or I should say losing my concentration. Here, I started team pressing, and I win the ball with Klosterman. Again, I lose the ball. First time passes are non-existent for some reason when the gameplay is bad. I try to win the ball again here, and I get the ball with Alaba. Mukiele gives it to Mbappe. Mbappe plays a beautiful pass to Rashford. He started moving his keeper, so I just decided to chip the ball into the back of the net. Then we have the ball with Sissoko. Rashford tries to... I should have scored from this, but we all know AI blocks in FIFA 21. Then he makes a tackle. I somehow get the ball back. I just wanted to start it again. Gives it to Sissoko. Sissoko gives it to Son. Son sees the run from Rashford inside, and Rashford makes it 3-3. So we make a comeback here. But then in the 88th minute, you see what happens. He should have scored over here. I'm not going to neglect that. But Klosterman, because of his pace, does something beautiful. And this pass, I don't know what kind of a pass that is. That was a triangle pass, which means like a through ball pass. He gives the ball there, and I can't player switch into Alaba quick enough. And my Alaba moves away from Coman just so that he can shoot. Okay. So sometimes you just need to accept that things like this will happen in FIFA. We love this game, as in we love FIFA as a franchise, and we'll always keep playing the game. So just forget and move on. We lost the game 4-3, not getting dominated. We had 57% possession, 5 shots on target. So it's not like we got dominated. It's just one of those games. So our record is 9-2, and in this game, I think I actually dominated the hell out of this game. Pogba gives it to Son, gives it to Ben Yedder, gives it to Son, gives it to Ben Yedder again, and he just scores a simple tap in from 5 yards. Then we have the ball with Son. Son gets a penalty. Now, Diego Carlos, the reason I don't like using the gold version of Diego Carlos is his aggression is pretty high. Okay, so sometimes even if you try to make a good tackle, he tends to give away penalties. So I don't like using Diego Carlos for that reason. We take the penalty with Rashford, and Rashford actually scores it. Rashford's penalties have a good bend to it. So then our opponent goes with Gabriel Jesus. Klosterman wins the ball. He actually paused because I think he was going to quit. There, but then he somehow puts Gabriel Jesus through, and of course Gabriel Jesus won't miss from there. That was kind of bad defending from me. And then he goes through with Mbappe. But did you see the recovery pace from Mukiele? So Mukiele is one of the best defenders for me, at least. Then we have the ball with Wan-Bissaka, puts him on his knees, and Wan-Bissaka plays a simple pass to Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder does a couple of ball rolls and puts it in the back of the net. Then in the 56th minute, we have the ball with Rashford. Rashford does a beautiful turn to Son. Son does a Cruyff turn, sends the defender back to his hometown, and Son makes it 5-1 for us. And then our opponent has the ball with Mbappe. That's a nothing goal. He just gets the ball, he just shoots with Mbappe, and Mbappe scores. And this is why I like to stop at gold 3, because then the teams get tougher and tougher, and goals like that can be scored by players like Mbappe and Neymar. And I'll grind the game more when I have a crazy team. Pogba doing what Pogba did for me the whole weekend, just dribbling, doing skills, and that game ended 6-2. Ben Yedder with a hat trick. Look at Griezmann's face there. Next team was Manchester. Don't disrespect Manchester like that, okay? At least Manchester United. His team was pretty good. Kevin De Bruyne, Ansu Fati, Player of the Month, De Jong, Dembele, all meta players again. And this game, I think, also went our side. See this goal, like stupid goal. What can you say? Even I got a couple of goals like that in this weekend league, so I can't complain. Then we have the ball with Ben Yedder in the 25th minute. Diego Carlos with his aggression puts him on his ass. We get the ball, intercept the ball. Sissoko gives it to Son. Son puts a beautiful ball to Rashford, does a ball roll, back of the net. We make it 1-1 in the 27th minute. And then here we have the ball with Rashford, gives it to Sissoko. See how quickly we transition from defense to attack. Gives it to Son. Son gives it to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka gives it to Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder gives it to Rashford. The positioning of my players is so beautiful. Rashford gives it to no one. He's dribbling, which that's what Rashford does best, right? Gives it to Son. Son gives it to Ben Yedder, and this is a beautiful goal. The combinations between two players and players making runs of the ball, beautiful. I absolutely love to have that triangle in the final third. We get a lucky goal at the end, which anyways the game was done. I played very well in this game. The opponent was pretty good. You saw how he got his goal. I had to do the celebration because I was kind of relieved. So very tight match again. So we are 11-2. So we just needed 3 more wins. And I think the game started getting harder and harder. But for some reason, I woke up fresh in the morning and started playing the remaining games. I thought I'll have to play like 4 to 5 games. You can see nothing is happening. This was my first game of the day, and the ref blows up when I was trying to attack. So the second half, we come all guns blazing, gives it to Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder tries to dribble, tries to find some space and create space for other players. Sissoko gives it to Pogba. Pogba gives it to Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder gives it to Son. Son turns and scores a good goal. This opponent was really good, so he deserves some respect for that. We win the ball again. Guess who? Mukiele. Son gives it to Pogba. Pogba gives it to Rashford. Rashford gives it to Son again. The run from Ben Yedder is insane, and he just finishes with ease. And that goal had no luck. That was all good play. He gives it to Werner. Werner gives it to Rashford. Again, Klosterman wins the ball. Dybala plays the pass of the weekend league. That was an insane pass by Dybala. And Dybala as a cam will be beautiful. If I ever buy Cristiano Ronaldo, I would probably use Dybala. So my opponent rage quit because 3-0 in 70th minute or something. Yeah, 76th minute. He couldn't come back again. He had a lot of the possession. This team was called Sidemen FC, and I think this is an RTG because he's using players that you most of them tend to pack, like Bernardo Silva, Hakim Ziyech, and all these players. So it might be a first owner or a normal RTG. So we win the ball with Sissoko. 45th minute, I try to score a goal because you all know 45th minute it's an easy way to score a goal. That's how the game is. But we couldn't score, and the ref blows the whistle again. Nothing was happening in the first half. Then right after the kickoff, we get the ball with Sissoko, gives it to Rashford. Rashford gives it to Pogba. This guy deserved to lose. Okay, I'll tell you why he deserved to lose. From minute one, he was on team press, and I don't know why EA Sports doesn't do anything about this, because when you are team pressing, your team plays like shit, which means my team plays like shit. So if I'm on team press, my opponent's team will start playing like shit. Okay, and that is exactly why I'm so happy with this win, and I completely deserve to win as well. I created so many chances, but all his defenders were right on me, and when you have button delay or input delay, it's very difficult to break through a team press. And Ben Yedder goes on goal. We get a penalty. I think my opponent lost his head after this. So again, Diego Carlos. See, Diego Carlos has high aggression, so he always will play like that. Then we score a goal, and I had to do the celebration. This guy was annoying the shit out of me because he was on team press from minute one. I don't know how his players still had the stamina. So you can see what he's doing. But then I think he scores a goal, which is a lucky goal, I feel. But you see, he's doing all these sombrero flicks and everything. I don't know what Sissoko is doing there, but he somehow manages to get the ball and he scores. I couldn't care less. We still managed to win the game 3-1, and everything looked good. And then the next team had very good players: Rashford, Eden Hazard, Dembele. And in this game, I don't know what's happening over here. You can see this is like AIDS, this is like AIDS. But somehow Sissoko manages to score. And again, I had to do the apology celebration because that was a shit goal. Gives it to Pogba, gives it to Son, gives it to Rashford, gives it to Son, gives it to no one but Ben Yedder. AI block again. But then Sissoko with his physicality gives it to Pogba to Rashford. Rashford makes a beautiful pass to Ben Yedder, and Ben Yedder turns and puts it in the back of the net. There was a little bit luck in this as well, but the final pass was beautiful. So this game ended 2-0, and I think I kind of deserved to win this game, and we finished gold 3 this weekend, and I'm pretty happy. 14-2, and I defended very well. See, attacking has never been a problem for me. I always score goals, but conceding a lot of goals is my problem, and 5-2-1-2 formation is insane for me, and I'm so happy that I found this formation. Still have 400k coins. Gold 3, we get decent rewards. For gold 2, you get, I think, 1 rare mega pack and 2 rare gold pack, I guess. But for this, we get a 50k pack, which any day is better than a rare mega pack in my opinion. So I like to stop at gold 3. We get the same 2 player picks, so I don't see a reason to go to gold 2. If you want to go to gold 1, it's perfect, but if you want to choose between gold 2 or gold 3 is any day better. So that's where we ended this weekend league. Pretty happy with my performance overall. Defending has always been my weakness, but Yeah, my players played well. Son played well. Rashford played well. Everyone played well. I'm so happy. But I think Sissoko needs to go. He is a little bit heavy on the ball. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll be back with a club tour in the next video. Take care. Peace.